how was your experience at AMDA? What can you share for any people who want to probably go there?
Yeah, well, I would love to talk about my experiences. So I would say that overall, like I want to talk about like the singing and the acting and the dancing classes like as three separate like mini subjects, but I can start with overall. I feel like overall I really like took away like my like who I am as a performer. Like I feel like AMDA really like helped specify like my voice type, like my brand, because you are giving yourself to all these companies and you're hoping that these companies will take your product and cast you in shows, right? So I feel like I felt very like individual and like I could get that one-on-one time with the teachers or whatnot to really like hone in on each specific ability and make me me. Like, I mean, luckily enough for me, like I'm 5'11", I have red hair, and I look unique already. So that in itself is helpful compared to love all my blondes and brunettes, but like some people, y'all just look the same. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yes.
but it's just like your individuality to stand out. And I've really felt like I got that from AMDA. Like I feel confident in myself way more than I did before going to that school. And that school really teaches you to really trust yourself and make choices, even if they're the wrong ones. So you at least know what to do with the right ones. And it's like you're allowed to fail. Like no one wants you to be perfect in this business. The only person that is competing against you is yourself. Like really.
True.
Um, but I would say like really like solidify like your connections with your teachers and just really appreciate the stuff that they give you because they're all professionals. Like that's the best thing about that school is like they're all really well versed into the professional world that I mean everybody has a first semester like, oh, I dream of booking a show or I dream of Broadway, blah blah blah, and you're like sleeping at night and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and some people, do it, and it's just like the people that do it are just always the ones practicing and just like honing in on their skills, and it's just such a nice thing to like see.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I'm gonna start off by saying with like the singing, I
Wait,
feel
how
like
big was your cohort?
oh my gosh, my cohorts, they were pretty big. So we had like around like 16 to like 18 of us, right?
Oh,
And you know the letter systems like cohort I1 or whatever, A or whatever, if you remember.
I forgot about all that, but yeah, I won. I was studio, so I was.
Okay, yes, but
But
it's the same thing.
my cohort was 6 people, and it was just one cohort, so I don't think they used it for mine.
Well, in the fall, at least we're 2022. Did you went to the fall of 2022, right?
No, I started on summer 2023.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But at least when I started in the fall, there was like I think there so 18 people per each cohort in the musical theater program, right?
Yeah.
So it went from A to L, so that's probably like hundreds of people.
Wow, that's have they gotten that many people nowadays? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's less now, but I think our class was just huge for some reason. And
Yeah.
it's also probably because post-COVID.
Yeah. And also A to the I, that's like how many like 10
I
times
mean,
18? That's like
that's a,
bigger than a high school
like a
grade.
yeah. But like
Yeah.
it's funny because like a lot of people did drop because they just weren't cut for the program. And that I mean, I remember being told like my third semester that there used to be a rule that like they had a cut program before you did your third semester, like back then, like before COVID.
Yeah, I mean it was intense. Like the first semester, if you don't know any what you're getting into, and then you start like your ego starts dropping and dropping and
Yeah.
dropping.
I had a lot
um,
of bad days at in my first semester. I was like
yeah,
probably like stressed a lot because they really push you, and it's like I mean it works for some people. It works for me. I mean I appreciated it, but like some people can't handle that pressure. Like it
yeah,
felt like I was doing a contract, but it was just school.
Yeah, you're paying.
And I'm like waking up at 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning to go to like an 8 a.m. dance class, and
Yeah.
it's like the worst feeling in the world. But
And if you
it
arrive
was
1 second late, you are kicked out. I remember that. I
yeah,
remember that.
that was like kind of the not the craziest, but it
No.
kind of like helped me personally like to be on time or at least be early because it's true. Like it felt crazy as a first semester, be like I'm 1 minute late and I can't like do class, but it's like if I was 1 minute late to my contract, I'm not going to get paid for that 1 minute, or I might not even get paid for the day, or I might get a warning. You know, it's just like a regular job. So I was thankful for it afterwards, but of
Yeah,
course,
no, definitely.
it definitely sucked in the moment. But you know, that's why the training's so intense. They're treating you as professionals. I mean, that's what we signed up for. So it's like we got to do it. But I feel like my voice teachers were very helpful in teaching me how to like really craft my voice and like use
Mm.
my voice to the best of my ability. I had Jeff Caldwell as a voice teacher, and I had him for the whole 2 years, and he
Oh,
really
wow.
did help me like be better. Like I didn't know how to like sing or attempt to sing classical music or like how to like really belt or like use my upper register. So he helped me like with a lot of stuff and like breathing techniques and all that. And it's like these people are here to help you. They're not here to like scare you or hurt you, So
Yeah.
they care about you. So it was nice to know for sure.
Voice teachers are like your mentors, I feel like. I
Absolutely. And
remember
like
it's like you check in with them once they're like your psychologists for me
yeah,
at least.
it was so nice to have them like watch your like musical theater. At least for the musical theater students, we got to like do like midterms and demos, and they would come and watch you if they wanted. And he came to a couple of mine, and it felt nice because like the song we've been working on in like the voice room, like he's seeing my performance and he enjoys it. It's like, oh, I could see you playing that role one day, and it's like I feel great. They're here to
Yeah.
support, but like obviously you got to put in the work and do good.
Mhm. So about musical theater, I didn't take any specific musical theater classes. How was that?
It was good. It was probably really rough for me in the sense of they made us do song charts and dossiers, if you've ever heard anyone say that.
I heard
But
everyone at the what's the name of the musical theater? Integrated?
integrated?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
integrated.
heard everyone talking about that, but I never I never bothered to ask what are you talking about?
Well, I'm glad you didn't at the time because let me tell you, it was a piece of paper and basically, well, there was two papers actually. One was like filling out information and background information about the whole show and the character, and that was honestly just like do your research and you should be fine. That was the easy one. The song chart itself was like at the time, it was like the most painful thing to go through because like you would have to you have to go through the whole song and like separate every single like lyric or like whatever. So like say there's like a whole like line of lyrics, there'd be sections of lyrics that you would have to like write down like the mini sections. And then it would talk about like personalization or characterization and like there's a bunch of like sub things that you have to fill out. So the teachers know that like that's what you're thinking or feeling in those lyrics. Now at the time it was a lot. It took like hours and like you had to really like do the work and it was painful and it sucked. But I did learn a lot and I really did appreciate it because it really made me appreciate like the musicality and like being in the moment. And I feel like my acting has gotten a lot better since like that training. And like, yes, it's taxing, it sucks, but it helps. Like it's weird, but it helps. And like now I don't think about it like, oh, I have to do a song chart for every song. No, I'm not gonna do that to myself.
It comes
But it's
automatically, right?
yeah, because you put in that work to like know that this moment should feel like this, or what am I gonna do with my action or my body or my face in this moment to like be unique or have my own creative spin on it. And it's like it's teaching you to like be accountable for your actions in a song.
What was your favorite class?
Favorite class was tap class, but I'm biased, so
Dance classes in general were probably your favorite classes, right?
Yes, the dance classes were the highlight of my time at the and even though, like, I used to be, like, a tap dancer or, like, dancer, I mean, I dabbled, like, a couple years of, like, other
Mhm.
styles as well, like jazz, ballet, some partnering and all that, but it was just really nice to, like, have an outlet, and even though it was very structured first semester, it felt nice to, like, have like, my classes were, like, dancing basically so much throughout the week, so it felt nice.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well,
having 4 different dance classes for a whole week, it was like, I'm getting pushed in a good way, you know?
yeah. I do know. I do know. Because we had I think I I had only one theater dance class, but with the studio, but I had a lot of the classical acting class plus the contemporary. Like I remember all that. It was
Yeah.
good memories. I remember it fondly, honestly.
Yeah. I liked musical theater dance a lot too. It was very nice getting to, like, at least for 3rd and 4th semester, it was more combinations or, like, picking up dance calls, and that was really where I started to be like, "Okay, repetition," or, like, trying to, like, pick up stuff faster, and it was really nice, and I felt like I was ready by 4th semester because they let
Yeah.
you audition in 4th semester.
It's crazy because it's 2 years, but it's really a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like in time
Mhm.
frame. But it does feel like you learn 3 to 4 years worth of stuff.